I'm going to show you how to get the Deepscorn Hollow player home, and I'll also be showing you how to get all upgrades for Deepscorn Hollow, as well as explaining what each of the upgrades does. And I'll show you the Deepscorn Hollow secrets as well. We're going to start off by opening our map and looking to the south of the Imperial City. We're going to find Leowin here and fast travel to Five Riders Stables. Then from Five Riders Stables, we're just going to go to the east, and we're going to go around the city walls here. Then we're going to cross the river, or the lake. And we're just going to keep crossing the water until we're past all the water. We'll reach Cyrodiil. Then we're going to head south, southeast. We're just going to stay on the east side of the water's edge. And to make this easy, we're just going to follow the shoreline all the way to our destination. Once you come across Tidewater Cave, that means you're getting close. And eventually, Deepscorn Hollow is going to appear on your map. So we're going to cross that bridge over there and get to Deepscorn Hollow. Once you're on this little island, you'll get a quest talking about a hidden underground lair. And here's where this is on the map. So it's on this little island off to the southern shore of Blackwood. Once we're on this island, from around the center of the island, we're going to look towards that rubble over there. And we're just going to jump off into the water here. There will be a tree trunk sticking out here. We need to go inside this and open this door to Deepscorn Hollow. After going through that door, we're going to immediately ascend and catch our breath. Then we're going to go out of the water here. We'll get a quest update. And immediately after getting out of the water, we're going to look to the right, pick up this Grey One's journal, and that will update our quest again. So now we own Deepscorn Hollow. We're just going to go back outside now. And once we're outside, we're going to open our map, look up to the Imperial City, look to the west of Imperial City, and go to this Walnut Inn. Now we just need to go inside the Walnut Inn to our east-northeast. Once we're inside the inn, we just need to find Rowley Erdwolf and talk to him and go to bartering. And he'll sell all the Deepscorn upgrades, so we're going to buy those all from him. Once you do that, it'll say quest completed. So now we're just going to fast travel back to Deepscorn Hollow. And we're just going to go back inside Deepscorn Hollow. So remember, just jump off to the south of the island and go inside this tree trunk underwater. And when we surface, now we're going to have a new garden in here. So this is the garden upgrade. If we take a right, then this is our Dark Minions room. And our Dark Minion will have this victim's loot chest. So you can send your Dark Minion out, and they'll take people out and then bring back loot for you and put it in here. If we go back out towards the garden, if we take a left here, I believe this is the storage room. So there are chests in here and a bunch of different crates and boxes, and jewelry box, and another jewelry box, and also a coffin. We're going to go back out towards the garden again, then go to the west, and we're going to go up in this Deepscorn Cloister. If we take a left here and go down through here, this is where the Font of Renewal is. This isn't an upgrade that you have to purchase, but I want to mention it because it's important. And in these Purge Blood crystal formations, you can get Purge Blood salts. So if you turn into a vampire, you can take the Purge Blood salts down here and use them on the Font of Renewal, and that will cure vampirism. So we're going to go back out to the main area of the Cloister. Then if we turn left and go west from the Cloister entrance and go down here, this is where the cattle cell upgrade is. And inside this rusty door, there's Deepscorn Prisoner. This is an invulnerable prisoner. You can use them to train your magic or your skills, and you can also use them to feed on as a vampire. So they'll occasionally sleep down here, And if you're a vampire, you can crouch down while they're asleep and feed on them. And that's a good way to stay a vampire and keep your vampirism low so you don't take sunlight damage. Now we're going to go back out and go back into the Cloister main area. And if we go to the north, if we take a left here and ascend, there's actually another way that you can go in and out of Deepscorn Hollow. It's a good way to go outside if you need to fast travel away, but it's further from the fast travel coming back. We're going to go back down and then keep heading north from the Cloister main area and go in this Deepscorn Bastion. And in here is where the dining hall upgrade is, and you'll have some food loot here. Your dark minion stays around here a lot. Summer actually talk to him and choose this dialogue option with him. Then he'll go out and get us loot. After 4 days, he will come back with his loot and put it in that chest I showed you in his room. He has a 1/4 chance of failing his mission too, in which case he won't get any loot. And also his loot's going to get worse if you keep sending him out without leveling. So basically you have to sleep and level up to refresh the good loot. Let's continue. From the dining hall, if we look to the east and open this door, we can go in here, and there's a sleeping coffin in here. Then to the right of the coffin, there's some loot and a creepy desk setup. Then if we look to the north, there's a chest of drawers over here. This just has some clothes in it. Then there's a jewelry box. And there's this Grey Wind's armoire. This is going to have a raiment of the Crimson Scar in it. You can take this, and then this is just going to refresh in like 10 seconds, so you can just take it again. And that's a really broken bug that you can use to get a ton of gold. And make sure not to ever put anything in this. So I'll show you, I'll put this robe of deflection in here. And after this refreshes with the armor, it is going to take away whatever loot we put in there. So this is like the least safe chest to put your loot in the whole game. And correct me if I'm wrong, but in order for this Grey Wind's armoire to spawn these raiments of the Crimson Scar, you have to buy every Deepscorn Hollow upgrade, including the Ichor of Sithis. But this room in general is the bedroom area upgrade. We're going to head back out to the main area with the dining hall here, then go to the west. And in here is the library. So here's the library upgrade. And there's some books out here that will raise your skills, like this Rizlav the Righteous, some spells here, Immortal Blood that will increase your hand-to-hand. And if we look to the west over here, on top of this bookshelf, there's this Sacred Witness book. It's going to increase our sneak. And there's some interesting books over here too, like this Dwemer History and Culture. And there's also this Opusculus Lame Balta Mesamorti, which I've never seen this book anywhere but here, but maybe I just haven't been paying enough attention. We're going to go back out to the dining area. I think that's all that's in there. We're going to go to the north, open this wooden door to Deepscorn Shrine. Now down in here, there's this Ichor Basin, and this is what the Ichor of Sithis did. And this will give us a buff based on our infamy level. Then at the foot of the statue here, there's also going to be a jewelry box, or an unusual box. And it has a Crimson Eviscerator in it. And finally, there is a secret in here. So if we turn around and go up the stairs, right where this rock juts out and the water's coming down, if we look where the water's hitting and look behind this rock, there's this Grey Wind's final cache. This has some pretty nice loot in it. This loot will be even better if you're higher level. And I believe that's everything.